Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I am so glad you stopped by today. Today we're gonna anti-haul some makeup. And by some, I kind of mean a lot. I have a lot saved from Trend Mood, Indie Mood, Indie Hot Spotlight something. Gosh, I cannot keep all of the Instagram pages straight in my head. I mean, there's so many. So I don't know. I'm feeling kind of like an anti-haul. So yeah, I don't know where to start because I have so much saved. There's just a lot here. We're just gonna go with what I have, and whether or not it's been released or not, we'll talk about that. So we have the ABH Cosmetics Halloween collection, I guess, or like what they're revealing, or if it's come out, I'm not even sure. So we have the Full On Crazy palette and the Little Bit Psycho palette. So the Full On Crazy palette is $19, and that's the bigger one, and the smaller one is $14. The big one has 14 different shades with different finishes: mattes, metallics, sparkly. And then the smaller one has 8 different shades with different finishes: matte, shimmery, metallic. So I can already say that the small one does not really interest me. My eye goes to the black and the yellow just because that's where it's drawn. The other one, I'm not really into it either. I like the packaging a little bit more than the actual shadows, and just kind of looking at it, these really aren't something that I like. I think it's just because I have a lot of blue and I have a lot of red and purple, and it's not put in like a unique way, so it's not something that I'm actually going to reach for or use. So this is definitely going to be anti-hauled. I don't know, BH Cosmetics just really hasn't wowed me. I mean, I was tempted by their monochromatic Sweet Shop palettes, but I didn't pick any of them up because I'm not somebody who's going to reach for a monochromatic palette. So yeah, and this does not really interest me. Hold on, camera battery dying. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You gotta love when your camera battery dies. I'm just glad it wasn't like in the middle of a sentence like it normally is. Then we have a lip kit that's online from Mcgrath. That's $75. Limited edition, includes gorgeous glitter, marvelous matte lipstick, and sublime Swarovski crystals. Play and slay with Mother's signature 3D Elson red lips. Featuring a mini matte trans lipstick, microfine glitter, duo adhesive with applicator pen, and small, medium, and large crystals. This is your chance to kiss the future with a perfect crystalline mouth of your fantasies. I would not pay $75 to do this. I wouldn't. I would rather use Swarovski crystals for something different. So this is definitely something I'm going to anti-haul. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I could create something similar with maybe cheaper crystals. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. You guys will have to let me know. I just kind of think it's a waste of money. Then this is a holiday thing from Fenty Beauty Holiday Collection, Stunna Duo with 2 new shades. So I'm actually looking at the little gloss bombs they have here. They have 4 brand new mini shades: Ruby Milk, Cake Shake, Taffy Tease, and Baby Brett. This is a $36 kind of little collection here. And then they do have the Stunna Duo with 2 new shades for $25, underrated and unmatched. I have yet to try any of Fenty's lip products, and part of it, I would say, is the packaging itself. I just don't know how I would store it, and maybe I would just store it here on my desk, but I don't know. I don't know what it is or why I'm not reaching for them, but everyone seems to love them, and I feel like at some point I will. I also just have a ton of lip products and need to kind of go through them. This is on the maybe list just because at some point I do want to try something from Fenty. I just have not gotten around to it. Then this is from Lime Crime. They have a new eyeshadow palette. Greatest Hits Classic Shadow Palette includes some popular shades. So this is their like popular shades. So they have, it looks like a very condensed modern Renaissance almost. It kind of gives me that those vibes. And In Bloom, Divine, and Fresca, and maybe it's just the picture here, but those look so similar. They just kind of all have that kind of grayish, purple, almost brown kind of tone to them. And they just look similar. Maybe they look different on the eyes. Swatched out, they look similar. They look similar. Not exact, but similar. And I don't like that. I would want, if you're going to put 3 shades in a palette, they need to be a bit different unless they're 3 different shades in different textures. Then I'm okay with it. Then this is the Marc Jacobs is bringing us his Love for Cherry with a touch of mint for this holiday season. That's a weird kind of combination for the holidays. I kind of feel like this was supposed to launch during summer. I don't know about you, but that's what it feels like. I don't know, mint and like those cherries, it's more summer than Christmas. And in all honesty, this whole collection, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't really been into really high-end products. So seeing something from Marc Jacobs does not really interest me. My eye does go directly to that red lipstick though, just in case you're curious where I'm looking. But the rest of it is just not something that interests me, and it's limited edition. I guess if you're somebody who's really into collecting higher end makeup, and think like luxury makeup, then I get it, but I'm not. It's not where my love of makeup's at. It's just not, I don't know. I don't have the level of makeup sophistication to really love those products, I guess. Then this is the Nomad Cosmetics Cartagena Magica. Wow, I'm gonna butcher this, but it's a Nomad Cosmetics palette. It's here on the screen, so we're just gonna go with that. I also have like a allergy thing going on, so I just kind of sound funny in general, so trying to say anything in another language is just going to be difficult. So I'm not gonna lie, I saw Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner play with this palette, and seeing her play with it and really kind of looking at this palette does not have any depth of shades, and it's not, okay, so I just kind of want to preface this because I've seen people get really mad at smaller channels and people who are really into colorful makeup who keep talking about shades for depth. It's not necessarily that it makes it like a ton darker, but when you take like some of the shades in here that are more on that red side and then you put like a maroon with it, it kind of enhances the other shade. And that's why I like shadows that give things depth. I have some palettes that don't have shadows with depth in them, and I'll pull in a black, but it's not always about using a black to pull in that depth or to create that depth, or a brown. Sometimes you just need it within the range of that color to really kind of make it work for the look, if that makes sense. So this palette by itself is not something that interests me because it does not have the layers to it with the colors, if that makes sense. So that one will be anti-hauled. So let's talk about Too Faced. So if you guys don't know, I actually sold a couple of palettes on my Poshmark. So my Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette is gone, and now they have a mini one and a salted caramel one. And I think it's smart that they did these minis. I do think that's smart. I'm not gonna buy them, and that's because I think Too Faced sucks. I don't like them. I haven't really found anything, and a lot of times their palettes for the holidays aren't the greatest. And I've tried a few things from Too Faced. Like in the early days of my channel, I had the Sweet Peach palette, wasn't really a fan of it, and something else from them. It wasn't any of their chocolate bars because I don't know. I was never interested in the chocolate bar. I didn't understand the hype of the chocolate bar. So really, these are just going to be anti-hauled, but I do think it's smart that some brands are doing smaller size palettes for the holidays. I think that is a really smart move. Then we have the Morphe and Madison beer collection. Why does this look like something that they would stick in a BoxyCharm and just be like, here you go? Because have you guys noticed that sometimes with BoxyCharm the palettes are very kind of adventurous, and then other times they are this palette. They are this palette. I don't know. That's just kind of my thing with BoxyCharm. I just no. Don't need it, don't want it, not gonna buy it. Then we have something from Alien Cosmetics, and it's the Spooky Glam palette, and this palette is currently available. I want to try something from Alien Cosmetics, but I don't think this is going to be it. And I'll tell you why. It falls more in that warm tone family, and I'm finding out that I have a lot of palettes in that warm tone family, and there's nothing wrong with warm tones. I'm somebody who likes them. Sometimes, a lot of times I'm trying to wear more cool tones. I don't know, it's just kind of fun to play with. But the only shades that really interest me are that top kind of purple shimmer and the yellow and that purple. And everything else, I'm kind of like, you know, I have that in my collection. And this is kind of, with how big my eyeshadow collection is, I have to really kind of talk myself through palettes that I'm going to purchase, especially if it's a brand that I really want to try and I don't want to just throw my money at it. And that's partially why I'm slower to getting a lot of palettes, is that I'm really taking my time to kind of think about that. And so while this is a pretty palette and I'd have fun with it in the moment of using it, I don't see this being one that I would use in the future, if that makes sense. Then we have something that, according to this, is coming soon, but this could already be out. I'm not sure. Oh, it's launching in October, so it is not out. This is the new Monarchs eyeshadow palette from Drama V Cosmetics. It contains 30 colorful rainbow shades. While I like how colorful this is and how bright and how amazing this is, it is such a big palette, and I don't know that I would reach for this all that often, more because of just space here on my desk. But also just because I tend to use a lot of different products and my desk ends up looking like a tornado struck it afterwards because of how much I use. And I do like the packaging. I think that is awesome, but I'm going to have to pass on this and not pick it up just because it is so many shades. Even though the rainbow lover in me is like, Danielle, you have to get it. You have to. It's so pretty. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't need it. Then we have a palette from Wicked Sisters Cosmetics, the birthday palette. This is the In Your Dream eyeshadow palette. Consists of 15 shades. It's already it'll launch September 30th, the day before this one actually goes up. It does look very interesting and those glitters look pretty. I like this color story. It is a very fall color story. I don't need it and I don't really want it. I don't know. I like the name of this indie brand though, Wicked Sisters Cosmetics. I'm definitely gonna have to check them out. Okay, this next one is from Elsewhere Cosmetics. New Festival Glitter Pots. Available now for purchase and retail for $6 USD. You guys know how much I love glitter, and here's the thing. I love pressed glitter because it's much cleaner than loose glitter. That's just me. Although, that glitter in the bottom right-hand corner, that yellow kind of also green color is calling my name and looks very, very pretty. And I would definitely wear that on my eyes. So that one might be a maybe. I might need to check out some new glitters, but that's an interest. Then we have something from Dior, Glow Face Palettes. Okay, so the bronzier one, that one's definitely a no. The more yellow gold one, that one's a no. The pinky one kind of interests me, but do I really need it? No, I am swimming in highlighter, and I might not have as much as some other YouTubers have in highlighter, but I have enough that I'm never really going to be able to use it all. And that right there, in and of itself, stops me from picking up more highlighter more often than not. Then from ABH Cosmetics, there is the Garden Party collection. Has 4 silk shimmer and 4 matte shadows. Okay. I've heard great things about ABH Cosmetics, but so the bundle is $20 with the palette is $24. Individuals are $5 each. So that's actually not that bad. But just kind of looking at the shades, it's nothing that I need, but this does definitely kind of give off Christmas vibes if you cover up those browns, or, you know, if you're somebody who likes gingerbread, it kind of reminds me of that. But no, this is not something that I would pick up just because of the color stories, even though I really am interested in those greens. They're just, I don't need them. I have shades like that already. So I'm going to pass and say, sorry, maybe next time to ABH Cosmetics. Then this is a Love Struck Beauty LA. This is the Devil Baby eyeshadow palette. Contains 15 shades with 11 mattes, 3 shimmers, and 1 pressed glitter. And it will retail for $23. That's actually pretty affordable. I like the art on it. I don't need a really warm tone, just red eyeshadow palette, so this is definitely something I'm going to pass on. Maybe next time, maybe. Then the new Secret collection by the new brand Cash Beauty. So this is Secret Treasure. It's a mix of matte, shimmer, and glitter formulas. Okay. Interesting. Looking at the color story, nothing revolutionary, nothing that I'm really interested in, so I am going to again pass. Then we have Nema Beauty International has officially launched their first products. They have the Dahomey and the Kush eyeshadow palette. I probably said that completely wrong. They're $18 each. And then they have matte liquid lipsticks for $15 each, available in 5 shades. Very nice. I'm looking at both of the palettes and they're both really pretty. I might actually take a look into picking each one up. I like the color stories. Those have definitely piqued my interest. The liquid lipsticks I'm going to say no to just because I have a ton of liquid lipsticks. Then we have this little quad from Copacetic Cosmetics. It's October. It'll be out in October. It's all shimmers. And they're like gray blue shimmers. They're very pretty, but I'm going to have to pass on them. I don't need them. I don't. Then what is this? This is from Hip Dot. Just released 2 new glitter palettes. Okay, I do actually want to try the Hip Dot glitter palettes, and if you guys would like to see me try these, please leave a comment down below letting me know. I would be curious to know how many people would be interested in that video, especially since I am somebody who absolutely loves glitter. Like a lot loves glitter. So let me know if you would like me to pick these up and try them. I also love the packaging, like a lot. I think it's really cool. So yeah, just let me know that. Then we have Foolish Hustle Lashes Boutique. Wow, that is a name. La Hustler eyeshadow palette contains 16 shades with 11 mattes and 5 pressed glitters. Okay, just looking at these glitters, they look really, really finely milled and kind of gritty. I don't know. And the packaging on the back being so glittery, it makes those names really hard to read. I'm not a big fan of that. But the matte shades look absolutely gorgeous. So I would want to try it for the matte shades. I'm going to put this one on the maybe list. It's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to purchase. I'm going to see if I can find any reviews or anything like that. Okay, this is from Bella Forever Cosmetics. New Angel Wings palette contains 35 shades. Retail price is $15.99. Okay, I don't know what it is, but when I see marbled shades, it really makes me not want to purchase them. Am I the only one that feels that way, or do other people feel that way too? When you see a marbled shade, you're just kind of like, okay, whatever, I don't know. I don't know what it is about them. I haven't seen a lot of people use them, so that right there puts me off of this palette. Not to mention the fact that it is 35 shades. That is a lot of eyeshadow. Then these are LA Girl palettes they're from LA Girl. They're $9.99 each. We have Downplay, Playmate, Foreplay, and Playtime. I actually want the bottom right hand and the top left one. And I don't know why, but I do. I would actually like to try these because I do want to try more drugstore, but I kind of like the cool tones of the bottom. I like both of them for the fact that they have more cool tones in them, and I'm gravitating more towards cool tones lately. I don't know, that's just me. Then we have Must Be Cindy. Which one is the brand? Is it Lurella? Lurella Cosmetics and Must Be Cindy are doing a collaboration palette. Ooh, that shade, I'm telling you, I like that shade. That looks nice. I also like the rows of like different yellows. I think that's kind of nice. And the teals, ooh. This one might have to go on my maybe list, although it does have 25 shades. It's the Excuse Me palette. I'm gonna have to check out this brand. I do like it. I think I will definitely have to check them out. It's gonna go on the maybe list. And that's just off a gut reaction looking at this. Then we have the Blended Cosmetics. And this is the Candy Grave eyeshadow palette. It features 15 shades with matte shimmers and pressed glitters. I'm gonna pass simply because I am trying to get out of the rainbow palette habit. I'm trying to. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying I'm gonna stop overnight. I'm not saying I'm never gonna pick up a rainbow palette again. But we're trying not to purchase them. By the way, this palette retails for $20. And then Mater Makeup Labs has the Skelfy Palette, which features 9 shadows and 2 highlighters. So I can already say that this is not something I'm going to buy. I'm not a big fan of buying eyeshadow palettes that also have highlighters in them. I don't know. I never use the highlighters then. I never really reach for the palette, and this one really looks like a lot of shimmer shades, and I'm not somebody to reach for a fully shimmer shade palette. So I'm going to pass. By the way, it retails for $50. Then we have something, and I actually, it's the green and the gold that get me on this one. This is from ABH Cosmetics, which I do highly recommend trying some of their shadows because I have some ABH Cosmetics shadows and they're flippin' amazing. This is the new Steampunk palette. Also, that right there makes my heart happy. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I used to make steampunk jewelry and sell it on Etsy. I love doing that. I would also go to craft fairs, do all kinds of stuff for that. I loved making steampunk jewelry. So seeing somebody doing a palette based off of steampunk and now hearing that and seeing the color shades, it's very steampunk. And this would be something I would pick up just because the palette itself says steampunk. So this palette retails for $25, which their shadows are so pigmented and so amazing, and if you have not tried them out, I do highly recommend it. I'll leave them linked down below. No, I am not an affiliate of any kind. I just absolutely love the brand. And we have these 2 palettes from Milani. They're the Halloween edition. We have Beautiful Nightmare, which has 9 mattes and metallic shades. Electric Pops of Blue and Green for Cool Tone Metallics, $13.99. Then the Fairy Tale eyeshadow palette, a mix of 9 pastel shimmers and mattes for $13.99. I can honestly say I love the packaging, especially the top one. I love that those lip glosses, or ludicrous lip gloss, yeah, have snakes on them. That right there gets me because I am a Slytherin and I love it. And I like that the mirror says Slither in the DMs and then the other one says fairest of them all. These would actually be palettes that I would look into purchasing because I have not tried anything from Milani, so I'm going to actually put these on my maybe list. Then we have a palette from Island Beauty Cosmetics. This is a Trinidad and Tobago based makeup brand. This is their newest release. Tropical Summer Eyeshadow Palette contains 12 shades with matte shimmers and pressed glitters. Those shades actually look very, very pretty. But I'm going to pass because it's a lot of blue, and Danielle owns a lot of blue. She has a lot of blue eyeshadow. She really likes blue eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna pass. Maybe I'll try something from them later. I'm not sure. Then we have the Pat McGrath Christmas collection. Can't believe we're already talking about Christmas. The Celestial Divinity with 18 Stellar Space inspired shades. So I'm gonna be honest, I have tried some Pat McGrath shadows. I don't know what it is. I have the minis. I wasn't very impressed. I've had friends who weren't very impressed. I think I fall, so I don't know, there's this divide with people with Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath. Like, some people really love Pat McGrath, other people really love Natasha Denona. You get a few people who like both. I think I get along better with Natasha Denona's formula than I do Pat McGrath's. So I'm gonna actually pass on this. While that palette does look beautiful, and I do think that the color story is absolutely gorgeous and the Pat McGrath packaging is absolutely gorgeous, her eyeshadows are not for me, but I will say I do love her lipsticks. I do. I have a lot of her minis and I love them. They're my favorite like matte lipsticks ever. But I'm going to pass, and I'm going to, yeah, I'm just going to anti-haul it. Then Glsen Cosmetics just released their new split pot eyeliners. I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. Why did you do split pans? Just two solid colors. I don't understand the split pans. They'd mix. That would drive me crazy. How do you keep it from mixing? I don't like it. No. So I'm not going to purchase those based off of that. Then let's talk about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam 2 Bite Size Glam Palette. I think this is a good idea. Is this something I'm going to purchase? No, because I'm no longer purchasing from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can thank Norvina for that one. So no, these are not items I'm going to purchase. But again, just like with what I said about Too Faced, I do think that this is a very smart release. And I think a lot of people will go for it. But is this something that I want? No, it's $29. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's not really something, I wasn't interested in the original Soft Glam, so I would not go and purchase this one anyway. Okay, up next, Melt is releasing some stacks, and they're doing their sculpting products. So they have cream and powder contour in stacks, which I guess if you're somebody who liked the stacks, that's great. I've never owned anything from Melt Cosmetics, and that's just based on my own preferences, I guess. So I'm gonna pass on this. Not really interested. Not somebody who really buys a lot of contouring products nor cream products. And I know cream's huge right now, but I'm just not somebody who loves it. I haven't really tried enough products to actually use it, so no. Then we have these Give Me Glow quads, and I want that top left quad so bad. Like, I love that it's like a white, like a gray, and I just want it. I feel like I could get the perfect smoky eye out of that. So that one is definitely going on my wish list, I guess, my maybes list, but the rest of them I'm gonna say no. I don't know where my video cut off. This is just how it's going today. Up next is the Suba Beauty Hydra FX UV palettes. These are liners, and they're $30 each, and I can already tell you that both of these are going on my maybes list because I want both of them. Then we have a Disney Makeup Revolution and Disney. Oh my gosh. Okay. We can already say that I'm going to purchase this, and it's not because it's Disney. It has to be because it's Nightmare Before Christmas. I want it so bad. It has Sally on it. Oh my gosh. They have a shade called This Is Halloween and Worm's Wart. Ah! This just made me so excited. Soup, Frog's Breath, Shadow on the Moon. Okay, I'm buying this. I'm just saying it. This was supposed to be an anti-haul, but I'm buying this palette. Anyway. Up next, this is a collaboration with ColourPop and Hocus Pocus. So I saw a bunch of people on Twitter talking about this, and I completely agree with what they said. I can't take credit for coming up with this. I know other people are going to say it, but it looks similar to the Lunar Beauty palette that I have, Moonspell. I like that they did a collab with Hocus Pocus, and if ColourPop, you know, didn't screw me over and didn't lose my package and still has not given me my money back, I might be interested in this just because it is Hocus Pocus, but it is very similar to the Manny MUA Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. So we're gonna pass on that. And then we have some Terra Cosmetics. These are releasing, or they did release today as I'm filming this. This will be in the future, so a little while back. Releasing new shades of eyeshadow. They look very pretty. That Dragonfly and Skyfly and Cinnamon Sugar are calling my name. I also like that they have an eyeshadow named Orchid because orchids are my favorite flower. I would probably buy those 3 shimmery shades before I'd buy the mattes, just because, I don't know. I'm looking in my singles for more shimmer shades, I guess. I don't know what has come over me with that, but I do want more shimmers. So that's where I'm going with that. And that was the last item. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know down below what you are anti-hauling or what you are going to pick up. I'd be so interested to hear that. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you are not already, leave a comment down below so we can chat, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!